You're listening to an IOE podcast.
Powered by UCL Minds.
This is Research for the Real World. Conversations with researchers about the paths they've taken to shape our everyday lives.
It won't come as a surprise when I tell you, the arts are struggling right now. This is certainly not just a UK-centric issue. When you look at how the cost of living crisis has impacted society, usually policies around the arts are slashed or go unnoticed. In the United Kingdom, comedian Joe Lycett took it upon himself at the 2024 Sky Arts Awards to express his concerns. Have a listen.
With the help of a number of campaigning groups and a bit of fact-checking from Sky's faceless corporate drones, God bless them, I've drawn up a 9-point manifesto for simple changes the government can put in place right now to make the lives of British creatives better. Every time I mention something from my manifesto tonight, you will hear this noise. Hopefully that'll get the attention of Culture Secretary Lisa Nandy. We should be tearing down the barriers that stop artists touring in the EU. We should be protecting arts venues from the greed of developers. We should be putting art subjects back at the centre of the school curriculum where Michael Gove insisted on removing them. We should be doing these things, and we can. Now, I know it's a bit much to be lectured about politics by a man dressed as a flammable fruit basket, but there you go.
Joe isn't the only one to express their concerns. Earlier this year, opening a debate in Parliament, Lord Melvyn Bragg said the UK should realise the full potential of the arts to transform its economy and society, as well as lamenting the closure of arts organisations over recent years and a deterioration of UK culture.
The creative arts generate more revenue than the life sciences, aerospace and the construction industries combined. Add the input from television, films, advertising and broadcasting, and we are faced not with a charming, marginal activity, but with an industry, ready to grow to the massive benefit of this country, commercially, educationally, and equally in areas such as health and social equity. First of all, though, the arts industry needs a radical overhaul. At present, it's dangerously patchy and punching way below its weight. Last year, there were over 3 million job roles in the creative and cultural industries, and there could be more. More if we recognised and reached the full potential of what is still considered, too often, to be the cherry on the cake. The arts are not the cherry on the cake, they are the cake. It's the opportunity this society needs to reform itself, to replenish all parts and pockets, to stem the slide to the bottom of just about any listing that appears. It's an open goal.
Lord Bragg was criticising the inequality around children's access to music and arts education in schools, and adding that artistic work, education and opportunities could shape the new world that young people hope for. Here at UCL, Professor Philippe Sands told the Financial Times that in order for the governing Labour Party's commitment on soft power to be followed through, language, culture, music and the arts are a central element of Britain's reputation abroad. Hi, I'm Jason Alagan, the executive producer of the IOE podcast. In this season of Research for the Real World, we're exploring the contribution of IOE research on language, culture, and arts education to turbocharge this much-needed reset. Joining us will be experts from the IOE to unpack the key issues at play. Professor Zhu Hua will talk about the key pressing issues facing language learning and intercultural communication. Professor John Potter and Annie Davey will share artistic research collaborations with external partners and what that means in terms of developing arts education. And Professor Evangelos Himonides joins us to talk about how research projects around music can impact our health and well-being and the importance of music education. So listen up and get ready for Research for the Real World right here on the IOE podcast.
Research for the Real World is produced by IOE Marketing and Communications and IOE Research Development. The theme music was created by Rob Cochran. Tatiana Sotero Diaz is the series advisor, Amy Leibowitz is the series producer, and Jason Ilagan is the executive producer of the IOE podcast.
Thanks so much for downloading and listening to this IOE podcast.